Two people are dead after a house fire in Janesville. First responders got to the scene on Hawaii Drive to heavy fire and smoke coming from the home. Neighbors told firefighters people were still inside. Firefighters worked to put out the flames and they found two people inside. One person was dead on scene and the other passed away at the hospital. The fire is under investigation by the Janesville Fire Department, Police Department, and the Wisconsin Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation. We still don't know what caused the fire. NBC 15's Shayna Najawan was on the scene.
I'm here on the 2300 block of Hawaii Drive, where approximately 30 firefighters were dispatched to this single-family home earlier this afternoon. Doors are hanging by hinges, the windows are burned out, and the inside is scorched. Now, we reached out to the Janesville Fire and Police Departments, but no one was available to talk at this time. In Janesville, Shayna Najawan, NBC 15 News.